What's going on? I'll be Fitness Gaming, and you've seen the title of the video. You know why. Look at those peaks. Siege Domain. So we have a small little change here in the deck that I've been talking about in the last videos if you've been watching. And that is that I wanted to reintroduce Remand to the deck, to the main, and replacing the Lightning Helixes. We have 3 Lightning Helixes in the sideboard here. So I wanted to stick more to the OG plan, which is landing a threat and protecting it. Remand, I think, helps a lot with that, especially when we're trying to kill our opponent by turn 4, turn 5. Being able to bounce, spell back into the hand and draw another card while replacing itself, giving us that tempo advantage, is something that this deck really likes. As far as if it's better than Lightning Helix, I'm not sure. That's why we're testing it out here. For the sideboard, we're still going with the 3 Lightning Helixes. I still believe that Lightning Helix is a really good card in this deck. It helps us against a lot of matchups which we struggle in that are creature-based or aggressive decks that are faster than us, like Burn. Merfolk can also go over the top, and other zoo decks. But yeah, I like Lightning Helix. So we're going to test it out here with Remand. Mana base is still the same. We still have our Wild Nacatls. We're not playing Ragavan. We're playing the Big Poppy Siege Rhino. So let's go ahead and get into a matchup here. I am going to leave the deck in the description below. Make sure I got the volume here. Let's turn this volume on. We're going to mulligan this. This was another fetch land. We would be good, but this is not good because we need a red. We can get Stomping Ground, but then we only have 2 colors. We can get Sacred Foundry. Let's keep it. Let's put back a Draco. Risky keep, but what can we do? This is why I play 22 lands. So I don't remember exactly where I got this math, but I was using this AI bot and basically, asking a question and putting in the deck list and figuring out. And if you wanted to have 4 lands out of 10 draws, I think it said you had to play at least 22 lands. So that's why we play 22 lands, based on that data. Alright, so we're playing against Murktide or like red-blue. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have to bolt this in response. They could have a Mugetic Growth. Alright, so we're just going to have 6 here. There's nothing else for us to do. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so we have a very slow hand for the match that we're playing against here. If we can survive to turn 4, we can start casting our Siege Rhinos and getting ahead that way, but these are the aggressive decks that I was speaking about where we need Lightning Helix, and things like Remand and Stubborn Denial don't really do much because their spells are so efficient that, okay, so we're going to play this. I don't really want to shock and take any more damage. We need a green and a blue. We need blue for sure, and we need black. We don't have any Triumphs that do that other than the Xander, and this does not fetch it. Alright, so there it is. So it's probably going to be a quick game. They're just going to wreck us. There is a cost for playing a 5-color deck, ladies and gentlemen. And that is that your mana just doesn't work. Alright. We got to get rid of this. We need black and blue mainly. So what are we going to get with this? We could get Breeding Pool. Yep. Stubborn Denial doesn't do anything here. They are one land, so we could counter something here, but now they have two, of course. So for sideboarding, we're definitely bringing in the Lightning Helixes, and we're trimming some of these counter spells. Yep. Well, this sucks. I guess we could have Stubborn Denialed that, forcing them to fetch and pay the 1. But we'll see. Because now they can hit like a land. Oh no, they played a land this turn, but they can hit like a Swiss Spear or another Channeler. We need... Yeah, we're just in a bad spot, because even if we get the fetch land that we need that can grab us a black, we can play Draco and hold up Stubborn Denial, which kind of buys us some time. We'll see. Yeah, they pretty much hit the nut. I'm just gonna F6 here. There's nothing we could do. They're probably gonna play this Ragavan. Oh no, even worse. They got more threats. Okay, so now we have this. So they can play the Spike Dragon or the Ragavan. We're gonna have to block here. They get in for 3. They're gonna get a token off of this. It's going to be very hard for us to survive this. The fact they're not playing these tells us that they have nothing but gas in their hand. Yeah. They could have just killed us too. Okay, well we're dead. Alright, so on to the next game. So let's see here. So we definitely want to get rid of these counter spells. They don't really do much. We need this. Let's get rid of Remand. Bring in a Dromoka's Command. Rest in Peace could be good. Let's bring in the 2 Rest in Peace. That can slow them down. I like this setup here. I mean, you know, there are situations where we could land the threat, counter a couple of their spells, ride it to victory, but these matchups, their deck is a lot faster and more aggressive than we are. They also play a lot of removal, so they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to land an early threat, and they're just trying to clear the board and then kill us. So we want to play more of a mid-range style deck where, sorry about that, where we want to slow them down with Rest in Peace and kind of get rid of their threats. They don't play a lot of threats in their deck, so things like Lightning Helix, Dromoka's Command as additional removal can really give us an advantage. Alright, so we're going to play first. Hopefully we draw a decent hand here with some good mana. Now we'll probably draw 6 lands. We drew 4. We'll keep this. This is good enough. So we can get Domain, second turn Scion of Draco. Then we have some Bolt to interact with their threats. And hopefully we can draw into some more heat from there. So we'll do this. Not sure. I think we're not going to try to interact with a Swift Spear here. Because we really need to land this Draco. Alright, so they're going into combat. We're going to go ahead and fetch. I think they had Bolt there, and they were expecting maybe a Ragavan or a Wild Nacatl or something. Okay, Swift Spear. We're not going to block this, we're just going to take what, if they attack, we'll just take it. Alright, so that Bolt and maybe Growth, so that's fine. Alright, Ragavan and a Scalding Tarn. Okay, Lightning Helix, that's a good one. We're going to shock this in. White, red, attempt to Helix this. Perfect. And now we have Bolt up in case they try to Ragavan us. I wonder if they're going to go for Ragavan here. So the question is, if they don't play a threat here, do we just Lightning Bolt them? I think I want to hold on to my bolts. I mean, this would speed up the process. I mean, technically we have 10 here. And if they shock here, they can die. So, I mean, I guess let's just see what they play. But that's definitely an option. We could end the game if they shock here. If they play a Blood Moon, we're okay with that. We just have to hope they don't kill this. Okay, so there's the Ragavan. I have to assume they have some type of protection. happens here. Could have a spell pierce or a growth. Alright. Now we need a Siege Rhino would be good here. Just gonna draw a ton of land. Alright, so let's go ahead and put our companion in hand. Maybe I should have played a fetch and grabbed the forest there. In case they do play Blood Moon, we're not just dead. Yep. So we're going to attempt to bolt this. Very hard to kill their creatures, by the way, with Bolt. But we have to do what we gotta do because we gotta start cleaning up these hands here so that we can actually land something. Alright, another land in play. Wouldn't mind drawing into like Lightning Helix, Tribal Flames type of cards. Lava Dart can also be a problem here because they can deal a lot of damage with Lava Dart and Spike Dragon with the Soul Scar Mage as well. Can be pretty brutal. If they don't attack us here, would be good news for us. That pretty much tells us they don't really have anything. What they're getting in. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, their deck just does what we're trying to do better. It's more efficient. Alright, so we're at 9. The good news is they are running out of cards. And we still have things in our deck like Siege Rhino and Lightning Helix that can get us out of this mess. Fortunately, we keep drawing lands. And in the last game, we weren't drawing any. And it happens. Alright, so we'll get rid of this. Alright, so we're dead. They can, like, not block here. We do have 3 cards, so they might just block. So it's over. What we have drawn? Bolt. Yeah, nothing. Alright, so that matchup there. So that matchup is a hard matchup. They're a lot faster, more aggressive than us for sure. In a matchup like that, the Lightning Helix is what you want versus the Remands. But then there's going to be matchups where you rather have the Remand, right? But in a matchup like that, blue-red, you definitely want your Lightning Helixes. Stubborn Denial and Counter Magic, they're not at their best. They're still useful, but they're playing so many spells each turn, and you know those triggers will still trigger even when you're Stubborn Denying and remanding things. And remanding is not even good at, because they can just play it again and get 2 triggers. It can actually be really bad. But yeah, what I would bring in is, I think Consume All is too slow. Lightning Helix is good. Rest in Peace is good. We take out the counter magic and we kind of try to just play a more aggressive mid-range style deck. Unfortunately for us, those games, our mana was a little wonky, but I mean that's kind of like the price you play when you're playing a 5-color deck. So you can't really complain. It is what it is. As far as that matchup being a bad or a good matchup, from my experience playing against them, I would say it's like a 50-50. It's similar to the Burn matchup where it can go either way. I wouldn't say they have an advantage over us. It's really just, you know, play, draw, if you draw decent. But yeah. Anyways, my friend, if you have any questions, any misplays I did, please comment at the bottom. Let me know. The deck is going to be in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. Hit that notification button. It helps out a lot, and I post every day so you don't miss any Domain Zoo content. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.